Hello community, my name is Liz and I am the community manager here at Mapify. But obviously, above all, like all of you, I am a passionate traveler. And more specifically, I am a female solo traveler, which means I've been traveling the world on my own for a while now. And I have a ton of tips when it comes to solo travel. I know that there's so many of you that want to experience that solo adventure, but have like a bit of fear about, how do I make friends? So here are my top 3 tips on how you can make easily friends when you're out there alone. Okay, and here we go. My number 1 tip when it comes to how do I make friends when solo traveling. This is my most treasured and my most valuable tip of all times. So please hold on to it tight. Even though it seems simple, it's not. You need to stay close to people that feel like sunshine, okay? You need to stay close to people that make you feel good. You're gonna remember a trip based on the people that you share the memories with and that you go see and explore those places with. So don't be afraid of changing your route if you need to, because it's gonna be worth it. So finding those people that you feel aligned to, that make you feel amazing, that is worth gold. And how do we do this? It's very simple. You need to start asking questions. When you meet people, ask about whatever you can think of. And you are gonna slowly find out about similarities that you have in common. Similarities kind of make you bond with somebody, give you that connection with somebody. So that is what you want to be looking for. Okay, and here we go. Tip number 2 on how to make friends while you're solo traveling. Let's face it, you are the solo traveler here, which means that you will have to go and approach people in order to make friends. It is like that, there's no way around it, I'm sorry. And I know, at the beginning you feel weird and you feel uncomfortable and you don't know what to say or how to approach them, but with time and experience, you will gain confidence and it's going to become easier and easier to just naturally go up to whoever it might be and start talking to them. Alright, so what does this exactly mean? I'm going to simplify this for you, okay? Number 1, smile. This might seem stupid, but it's not. It's super important, okay? If you want to meet people, you have to look as though you want to meet people. Typical example for this would be, do not bury yourself in your sunglasses on your phone and just look super uninterested, because nobody wants to be friends with somebody who is only interested in their phone. That's like that. You have to look up, you have to smile, you have to seem nice, which probably you are, so look like that. And once you get that eye connection going, that is the perfect time to go up and speak to them. I promise you that nobody is going to be thinking that you look weird. The only person thinking that you look weird is yourself. Nobody's gonna be sitting there thinking, what the hell is this person doing talking to me? No, travelers are friendly people. They are going to be responsive. There is going to be an interest from their side, so don't worry about that. Be open. What does this exactly mean? It means being generous, being friendly, being respectful to other travelers, and especially inviting other travelers to do stuff. Okay? I like to think about the law of attraction when I'm traveling, which basically means that the more positive and good I put out there into the world, the more positive and goodness is going to come back to me in ways I could not even imagine, okay? So when I travel, I like to invite new people that just came to a hostel or to a group. I like to invite them to day trips, to bars, to parties, to barbecues, to whatever it might be I'm doing. I like to give them secret tips about places I've discovered, or I like to share when I'm traveling. So do it, because people are going to remember that, and people are going to remember you because of that. And always try to be helpful. You never know what can happen from something as simple as maybe helping somebody with their luggage. That simple action might lead to a conversation, that might lead to a really deep connection, that might lead to an amazing friendship. So be helpful, respectful, be open, be friendly. Okay, and number 3, be proactive. That goes back to what I said at the beginning, that you will have to approach people. It's not going to be the norm that people approach you, okay? It might happen sometimes and you're suddenly the center of attention and people start asking questions, but usually you will have to approach people. So how do you do this? There's a lot of icebreakers that you can use and a lot of extra help that I'm going to give you. So what exactly are icebreakers? They are simple and basic questions you can randomly ask to a stranger without feeling uncomfortable. There are a ton, so you can get creative with them. You know, they range from the most basic ones like, hey, what time is it? Can I use your sunscreen? What's the best food in the restaurant, etc., etc., etc. Then you can get a bit more creative and maybe even buy a bag of chips or whatever and eat them. Halfway through, you go up to a group and tell them that it might be too spicy for you and if they want, you know, the rest of the chips, and that's how you start a conversation with them. Or even you go up to somebody and are like, oh my God, I thought you were a friend from back home. That's crazy. You look so alike. You know, nobody's gonna really know if that's true or not. So just, you know, have a bit of fun, and that's it. Okay, and then there is a ton of extra help you can use. First of all, being book the right hostel. This is gonna completely change your experience. So make sure to get those, you know, online reviews, ask people about their experiences in different hostels, because it is crucial. You know, depending on the hostel you choose, you're going to meet certain people or other people, and you really want to make sure to be around those fun people. Here, another extra tip that I can give you if you are still having trouble to going and speaking to complete strangers. Go talk to the hostel workers, because they are the ones who have all the connections. They are the ones who know everybody. So if you go up to them and tell them, hey, I'm a solo traveler, I just arrived here and I don't know anybody yet, can you help me? They are going to be super helpful. They are going to introduce you to other travelers, and it's going to make things so much easier for you. Alright, and some extra help that you might want to use if you are solo traveling is to use all those amazing apps that we have out there right now. There are so many apps that connect you with other people and other travelers. So do your homework, you know, use the good old Facebook to kind of see what groups there are out there. There's so many different groups in so many different countries and cities, so just look for it. Use Mapify to connect with other travelers, you know, use apps like Airbnb and do the Airbnb experiences. Use apps like Meetup, you know, and meet up with people. Use apps like Instagram to look who is in the area. Do maybe free city tours, you know, there's city tours happening everywhere. Use Tinder. I don't know, if you're single, why not? You can just go there and see what happens, you know, be open to whatever comes your way. That's the spirit about traveling, going with the flow. Other things that you could do is go ask your friends back home if they know anybody who might be traveling the same country than you are at, or even ask friends that you've met along the way and see if they know somebody who is doing the same route than you. This gives you an instant connection. And then last but not least, you can always try and go to a bar or a party and kind of drink a bit of alcohol. You know, a bit of alcohol never hurt nobody. And obviously, please, please, please know your limit with alcohol, because as a solo traveler, you need to take care of yourself, and alcohol can be a really tricky thing. But then again, it can loosen you up and make it easier for you to talk to complete strangers. Okay, and here we come to the third and very last tip that I'm going to give you on how to make friends while solo traveling. This is crucial. Once you make those connections and make those friendships, ask for their contact. One of the most horrible feelings when you're solo traveling is to find your group, to find those people you feel amazing with, and then lose them. It has happened to me in the past, so that's why I always recommend get their contact. Either the number or the Instagram or the Facebook, whatever it might be, but get it, and get it right at the very beginning. Because if not, you're gonna forget. You are the one who wants to save the contact, because if it is the other way around and they save your number, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, they might forget your name, your number, they might forget to write you. There's 1,000 things that can happen in between that you are not in charge of anymore. So that's why I always recommend be yourself who writes it down. Okay, and the very last tip that I'm gonna give you when it comes to saving contacts is to get organized. You are going to meet so many people from so many places that faces and names are kind of gonna start to mix up. Okay, it's normal, it's happened to me in the past. So how I like to do it is I save the name, and then as surname I save the place where I've met that person. This way it's way easier for me to have an overview and to find that person when I'm trying to look for them. And that's it. These are my 3 top tips about how to meet people and how to make friends while you're solo traveling. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learned a fair bit. And I really hope that this video gives you the motivation to go and explore the world on your own, because I promise you it is one of the most amazing, fascinating and incredible things that you can do. And yes, be excited, because there's a ton more of videos like this coming. So I really hope to see you in the next one. Mwah.